What's up, everyone? Hi, and welcome to episode 38 of Aravaipa Trail Talk. I'm Jam.
I'm Jubes.
And today we're going to get right into it.
Right into
We're going to get right into the show.
Whoa.
So there was a bit of a controversy that blew up. You don't know about this, really. I know a little bit. I read a couple of things about it, and I'm glad that I waited a couple days to even think about this topic, really, but it seems like it's getting a lot of attention. So a couple things. You know the brand Wazelle.
Yes. And
you know the women's running magazine.
Yes.
And you know marathoninvestigates.com, I think. Okay. So those all coalesced into this crazy thing. So basically there was a post put up on Marathon Investigates, and it kind of coincided with the posting of this magazine title. I'm just going to pull that up real quick so she can see it. There was a magazine cover, and this woman was put on it, and her name is Kelly Roberts, and she's on the cover of the body issue of Women's Running magazine.
Okay. And
so he posted, I think, this article the same whenever that was released. So it was really peak interest of this story. So essentially what happened is Kelly Roberts is a blogger and an influencer basically on social media, Instagram and whatnot. I think, promoting like women's body image type things, and she is paid by Wazelle, and I guess the controversy began when how she got her attention originally for just in general is she was like banditing these races. So she wasn't registered. She would just go out and run them, and she claimed she didn't know the rules or that you weren't supposed to do that.
Right.
Okay, maybe. But she kept doing it.
Right.
Or she would do things like run reverse on a course and then hop in with her friend and like basically pace her friend, and she claimed she also didn't know that was true. And then she also would apparently take selfies with hot guys and post it. And like
I remember when she came on the scene for that, because that went viral a little bit.
A couple things, like I think some people are a little bit upset that she's for like positive body image, but then she's like taking selfies with hot guys. So it's like kind of I don't know if there's an issue there.
It's not even that, but it's more that she's banditing these races.
That's
doing that as well.
That instantly triggers me negatively.
Yes.
As a race director, but also
yes.
as someone who I like to pay my entry. I like to gain entry in the right way to races as well.
Be legitimate if you're going to race the race.
Exactly.
If you're going to run the race, then yes.
Give respect to the races. Give respect to the sport. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if you need to do your training, if you want to go run near a marathon course that's happening, and say hi to your friend, wave to them. Don't jump onto the course and run 5 miles with them.
Right.
I don't see how you think that is any way okay. And that could actually get you disqualified. That should get you as a runner disqualified.
Or be even banned from the event.
Or banned, yeah. It's not hurting you, it's also hurting whoever else is doing it as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Marathon Investigates posted that they're not happy with this, obviously. I think a lot of people aren't happy with it. But then there was more controversy because, and obviously I think you got to take their stuff with a little bit of a grain of salt too. That's not the whole story. She isn't necessarily we don't need to totally throw her under the bus, or I think there is actually a lot of negative hate that it stirred up towards her, which I think is not cool either. But then Wazelle is now, people were they're linked with this blogger, and so now people are hating on Wazelle. And then I just read a post by Sally, the president or founder of Wazelle, posted today, kind of explaining the situation further. That they because there was at one point they actually made a social media post that they said they praised banditing of races. because like what was it? The first woman who ever ran a marathon like bandited it. She ran in because women weren't allowed to run.
Okay, well, yeah, but that was in the 70s, but she technically, I think she did register for that race.
Oh, I think you're right.
And
she got a number.
She got in, but the race directors were
yeah.
trying to pull her off the course because she was a woman.
And obviously
so that's a different story.
Yeah, that's not happening anymore. There's no reason to be banditing races this day and age. People that defend it, I saw someone just tweeted a minute ago that said like, people who can't afford races, like it's class warfare. I'm like, okay, step back. Like you don't have to run in a race in order to run. Like first off, you don't have to run expensive races.
True.
Like there's cheap races.
Yes.
You only have, racing isn't everything that has to do with running.
You don't have to go and run a $200 marathon. Like that's not necessary. But there are other races and like very affordable and good races.
So
but even if you want to run 26 miles or a 30 mile, go and run.
Or just go. Just put your shoes on and go. You don't even need expensive shoes. So we're going on a lot of tangents here. I want to kind of get back to it.
Go back.
But yeah, it's kind of an interesting thing. I think it's. So Oiselle apologized basically, like and backpedaled, say they do not condone. They actually, it was one person posted it, and I get that, okay, but they were like, we're not for banditing races, and then there was another issue with what do we refer to as a professional runner, because I think some people were referring to as Kelly, and maybe herself was referring to herself as a professional runner. Okay, but she's not
more of an
she's not an elite professional runner or professional athlete in that regards, but but it's kind of a new thing. She's a paid social media influencer. Maybe that's the best way to call it. Like she's being paid for running, like, right? But I don't know that I would call her a professional athlete.
Oh, but
or would you?
But no, I'm asking: are they paying? Like, is she being paid to run races, to compete? To compete in races.
She's not winning races, like for
But is
Oiselle.
she competing? Like, is she she's going in and she's like running 100? Like,
I don't know.
What I mean?
Like,
or she just
I think she's getting paid because she's such a positive voice.
Right.
She is a runner, obviously, too.
So more as a personality than.
I think that's the current debate.
Okay.
Like, there's a kind of a big thing about that right now. Like, what do you call someone like her? Do you call it? People are asking, is she a professional athlete, or what does the term professional athlete means? I don't know if it really matters personally. Like, I don't know that it takes anything away from anyone who calls themselves a professional athlete.
Right.
I think if you're paid to run, but I think usually it's like.
I don't know. I think there's like it's just maybe a line between are you a competitive runner who's a paid athlete who's going out to like compete and podium or win these races, or are you a personality who is good for the brand? Yeah.
Well, I think it would be like okay, people in the NBA, professional athletes, right? Yeah. No question. But someone who I don't even know what it would be, but is like more like a rec league, but really influential. But gets paid by Nike. I don't know. What do you guys think? We'd love to hear your thoughts on all this.
Have, like,
I just thought this would be an interesting topic to bring up. I personally don't know if I'm like that worried about it.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if it matters if she calls herself a professional runner.
Technically, she's within the world of running and being athletic, and she's a runner who is paid. So maybe, but I think it's more of a. Yeah, competitive versus personality kind of athlete.
And I guess I will follow up. There was a follow-up article just posted about Oiselle's statement, and just kind of they're basically it's pretty interesting stuff.
It's never ever okay to run a race that you didn't pay for.
Yeah,
that's the statement.
I think that.
And I think
that's definitely good. I think we should all definitely pay for races for sure if we run them. It just gets complicated. So
I remember when she kind of popped up on the scene because it was like I think she did her very first like half marathon, but she didn't actually pay for the half marathon, and she took a picture or selfie with a hot guy every mile, and that was her like claim to fame. But
and I don't know if I have an issue with doing stuff
and
like
by
that.
no means
because...
like make it fun and make it your race and be enjoy it.
I mean, I do stupid stuff all the time.
Like the after fact, the after of it, like when we found out that she didn't even pay for the race, that she just kind of hopped on the course and then ran 13 miles. Like, no, that tarnishes the whole thing.
Well, and I think there might have been something that she was like unapologetic about it, and did it again.
And she continued to do it.
That's really the problem. And I think we've brought those issues up before, especially like even with our Outhouse show, where I think it was through this Marathon Investigate site, there was some ultra runners in the Bay Area that were found to be running these marathons, and they would like photocopy bibs and run the races. And I think it's just sour, like it leaves a sour taste in my mouth. But it's just deceitful.
It's a bummer.
And just being unapologetic.
Well, yeah.
That's really just disrespecting like what everyone else is trying to do, to
especially
support the
like
races.
The race organizers, like and like even the runners, for all the work that they've done and all what they've invested either financially and or like just the work that they put into it, and then the race organizers as well, like it's just all the logistics of planning for X amount of runners, and then you've got somebody else who just jumps in and like takes all of the resources that the race provides.
It's another form
really unfair.
Another form of cheating,
Absolutely.
Just like doping is becoming more and more prevalent. It's like closing in on our space here, and it's like it's just another form of that, and I just think there's no room for that kind of stuff here.
Would you ban like runners who would bandit a race?
Yeah,
of ours?
Absolutely. Has someone done it?
I don't know.
Maybe someone has.
And if we find out, you're done.
Don't cross us. We will out you to the whole community. I think I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there could be like. We know a lot of other race directors. There could be some blacklisting going on if that ever becomes a thing.
Yeah.
And if people apologize I just think there's just no room for it. We don't need it here.
And like by this point, you can't really claim ignorance,
I just can't imagine like if I wanted to run like the Boston Marathon, which I do, doing it without qualifying, doing it without, paying the fee and like. I don't know, or like even like I think you can't get away with it at like a Western States. It's just too small, Like a UTMB, you could probably maybe someone does bandit that race every year. I don't know, but I just think it's.
You're cheating yourself too if you're doing it that way.
Yeah, there's something in the process of like qualifying or entering or getting in to a race. There's an excitement like. And it does suck because, like, in our sport more and more, it's getting more popular. Like, it is harder to gain entry into these races. And I think...
Well, the lottery races, for sure.
Yeah. And I don't know. I don't know if this is a thing. I don't know if people are actually successfully banditing trail races, I don't know that it's ever happened before, but, I wouldn't be surprised if it spills over because it seems like every week or every major marathon there's bandits. So let us know what you guys think about bandits. We won't waste any more breath on this right now, I guess. But interesting topic. Wanted to touch on that. Some people were asking for us to touch on that. So let's see what's going on with us. We just had Aravaipa just had our double races up in Flagstaff.
Yeah.
The Blackout and Big Pine, and we just put out a video on that, the double down, and we highlighted a variety of different runners who experienced it. It wasn't just like the front of the pack, which I think a lot of times people are asking for more videos and more perspectives and stories, not just of like the front winners, the men's winner or whatever. Like we tried to get, why someone would want to do the double down, like do the night race and the next morning do the day race.
And like a variety of, they mixed it up. Like they did maybe a shorter night race and the longer day race, or that one, Jordan, I think his name was, did 27K and then the 54K. Like, dude ran 6 loops of that, like all weekend long. That's amazing. So yeah, it's a cool video. Check that out. Some really cool racers out there.
Yep, absolutely.
And then what? What are you gonna do? Where are you gonna go? What are we doing?
Well, we're going to Western States soon, and I'm stressing because it's coming up way too soon.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a lot of driving in my future.
Yeah.
I'm driving... I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm driving to Silverton first, which is the opposite direction.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm driving all the way across.
Right. And then you're going to go back and drive.
And drive all the way back to Silverton.
So. And then you're going to come down and then drive in. That's a lot of driving.
Well, I'm going to fly back to Phoenix to
get
the
you are
truck.
going to fly. Okay.
But I don't know when I'm doing that.
But you're doing this, essentially.
I don't know why I'm doing this.
I'm going to do this. And I'll meet you in Silverton. But we actually, are we doing that? We probably won't be here next week on Wednesday because we're both en route. Yes? No?
Well, I mean, we can film a trail talk there.
In Western?
Yeah, why not?
Maybe on Thursday, because I'm not going to be there. I'll be traveling. But yes,
yeah.
Thursday.
We'll both be driving Wednesday.
We'll be in squad. Okay, we might do that. That'll be fun.
Yeah, we absolutely will.
Okay.
The show must go on.
Of course.
Anyways, if you guys are just tuning in to the live show, thank you guys first off for taking the time. But you can go ahead and ask questions below having to do with anything whatsoever, Aravaipa running or beyond the greater trail running space. We are going to move into the fun, weird, awkward segment of the show where we apparently this week are going to spray each other with water guns.
We're going to play Water Wars.
Well, actually, you're going to get sprayed because you're going to lose.
I mean, really? Just so much.
Actually, I always lose. So
already. That's not true. You won last week.
So this is our weekly segment, JubeTube.
JubeTube. And
it's like YouTube, but with Jube.
With me.
We've got these Silverton. Did you just give me your deck? Okay, I see what's going on here.
You don't even know.
The Silverton Casino in Las Vegas. That's
fancy.
That's awkward.
That's really
okay. So we're gonna play War. This is the card game War, and we've got a single pistol. This is okay. Where are my sunglasses at? Okay, so we're gonna play War. And how War works, if you guys are not played it before, the younger generations maybe don't know what this is all about.
Yeah, that's very
And we're going to flip a card. The high card wins. The winner sprays the other person.
Yeah.
Ready?
Evidently. Water Wars. Go.
Are we going to just flip it up and show people? Or?
Oh, yeah, we could.
Ready?
Go. How do I do this? Oh, is it just a... Oh.
That was right in my ear. Oh, God.
Oh, sorry. That was... Oh, we'll get better at aiming.
Okay.
Maybe
next.
Not. Ready? Go.
I got more clovers.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Go.
Jack.
Oh, gosh darn it.
Yeah.
Go. Dang it.
5.
What is the deal?
You're almost turning away from me.
All right, well,
All right,
okay.
Ready?
Go. No. King.
That was
sorry.
like 3 shots.
It was one squirt. My trigger finger got a little
ready?
happy. Tie?
War. So we do 3 down.
So we do 3 down.
7.
War again.
Double war. We just burned through a bunch of shots. That's kind of awesome. 10.
4.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like double war means like double
Turn
squirts.
this way. I get more for that one. Get some bonus shots.
Okay. Ready?
Ace.
Come on. Well, ace high or low? Oh, it's 11.
Ace wins. Okay.
Then it squirts.
3.
And queen. You gotta turn toward me. It was only fair.
You missed!
I tried! Ready?
8 and 2. Oh, that means I lose.
Haha. And? Is it war? 9.
Nope, I got 10.
Oh.
I don't know why we just turn it to each other.
I don't know either. want to have like one side of just really wet hair.
3. Ace.
Come on.
I was getting the other side for you. Ready?
Okay. Last card.
King.
Come on. Just shower.
Just kidding. All right. That was fun. We're going to go to our Q&A segment of the show. So if you guys have questions, ask on Instagram or Facebook. We also have a few questions from the comments of last week's show. RBS Herfy. I'm probably not pronouncing that right. How many times have you fallen running with the Osmo? I think at least 3 or 4 to 5 times. I actually fell really hard with it at the race this weekend, at the night race, and tripped on a rock. The camera was in my right hand, and I was filming myself, and then it just went. My hand went straight down, and the camera just released and just bit it in the dirt.
The camera did?
Oh yeah, and then I went spilling off. I caught myself, but I was about to go down. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it still works, the original one, but it's on its last leg for sure. Alicio Prez, I clicked the notification so fast. Tony Beckham, what's up? How's it going? Boss is calling. He got busted.
Oops.
CL Word, is there anything you feel you discovered as an aid station item at your races that you hadn't seen elsewhere?
It's an aid station item.
No.
I don't know. Like, is there anything that we offer that, like, I don't know, at our aid station that, I don't know.
Can't think of anything. It's like a horrible answer. Have legs will travel. Just joined in. Who are we talking about? We're talking about Kelly Roberts. That's what Turtle Trek says.
Thanks, Turtle.
Do you feel there's an obligation on the part of participants to report bandits? That's from Chris Ward.
Yeah. Maybe.
I mean, I think it's just up to each individual person. I mean, I think if we would appreciate knowing if people are banditing our races, just because I think it's unfair to everyone involved. So, and you can come to us in confidence, I guess, if you want, if you know of someone doing that. Turtle Power, would you consider someone running a portion of a race course during a race a bandit? It just depends on the nature of it. I mean, if someone is just out for a run and there happens to be a race going on that day and they didn't know and they're just doing their normal run, no. If they're like, let's say their spouse, I think it can be complicated, but like the nature of it, like if they're trying to actually run the course and take away from it, or if they're trying to pace someone when they shouldn't be, I think those are all issues. If they're
utilizing the resources from the race, from the actual race, if they're going through the aid stations and getting water and nutrition.
If like their spouse is doing a race and they want to go on a different run that day and they use portions of a course, but they go on their own run and they're clearly not trying to compete or take from the aid stations, and they're just trying to get a run in.
No.
I don't think that's an issue, but I think if they're trying to run with people, with other participants in any fashion, then yes, I have an issue with that. Long live Bella. Locally, we had a group who got in trouble with a local trail race for organizing a run on the course the following day. They were all folks who didn't gain entry through the lottery and had volunteered at the race. Thoughts on that? Again, it depends, I think. If they didn't gain entry, the race completely sold out, they all volunteered for the race, and then they all like traveled out there, and then we're going to do a group run.
Did they do like the whole course? Did they use the course markings? Is that the deal? Like
if as long as they're not trying to, I can, like, I don't know. It seems like I don't think I have an issue with that, and if it's literally that, like the race completely sold out, there's a lottery, they can't get in, so instead they still wanted to be a part of it, so they went out there and they took over a whole aid station and volunteered, and then maybe like hung out, and the day after they're like, well, we're already out here, this is a beautiful area, we want to run. Yeah. I don't know if they ran the exact copy of the race or if they just got part of the race in. I think that's
we're more talking about like during the actual event.
If they tried to organize like other people to join them, like, hey, you didn't get into this race, come the next day. We'll do the same thing. Like if they're trying to recreate the race the next day, I feel like that's borderline makes me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Just because, just like, I don't know, if someone didn't get into hard rock and like the day after they went out there and they had
everything was marked.
Yeah, like they tried to get 40 of their buddies together and have someone roll around in a Jeep and give them all food. Like, I don't know, like maybe wait another week or do it differently. Yeah. Like, don't try and copy it exactly.
Right.
Then it just becomes more uncomfortable.
Like, run these courses, but you don't necessarily have to do it like so close to the actual event.
Turtle Power, would you consider someone who ran the same 10K course during a 13-mile training run and didn't use the race aid a bandit? These are getting very specific. I feel like, is there an instance of something that happened that we should be knowing more about? Would you consider someone who ran the same 10K course during a 13-mile training run and didn't use the race? I mean, like, while the race is going on? I mean, at the same exact time as the race is going on?
So, like, if like, during a 10K, they went out on their 13-mile and just, like, hopped on course, ran the whole thing.
If the race is happening at that time and they're, like, passing participants and they're doing the same exact thing, then that's banditing.
I just think, like, if you're going to run a 13-mile training run, there's no reason to actually be anywhere near that race. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like it's banditing if the race is happening and they're doing the same race.
And
yes,
there's other participants out there.
With them, then yes,
even if they're not using the resources, it's still
that is exactly what banditing is. Long Live Bella says they did publicly promote their run and sort of parodied the official race's logo. Yes, then I think
yes, that's bandit.
That's absolutely
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think.
I mean,
that's just not cool to. I just don't think that's cool to do. So, I could not support that. Jared Dybus, are there any good races in New Mexico? I've done the Jemez Mountains, which is awesome. So, and I know there's other good ones. I just haven't done any of them. So, definitely recommend that one. Camera right, Jubes is off. Okay.
Sorry.
Any tips for someone racing in Europe? Jared Dybus. My main tips, let's see. Jet lag is a real thing, so plan for that. Aid stations are going to be different, and the rules are different. So know the rules, know what to expect. A lot of times they have mandatory equipment. Yeah. So make sure you know what it is and you have it. And sometimes they're very specific, like your jacket must weigh a certain amount, or it must have this type of a seam in it, like a waterproof seam, or it must be of this weight material. So
they get really specific.
They do, or like this width of a fabric bandage. Like, it gets really crazy. But and a lot of times you have to have a working phone in that country as well, so that they can notify you if there's an issue going on. Oh. Also, the food can be different at the aid stations. I love the fact that they have sparkling water. It's the best thing ever at a race. Don't put it in your bottle, though, because it'll explode. It keeps fizzing up. Turtle Power. Haviland 100 has hamburgers after the second loop. No one else does that.
Oh, I was at Nene. They gave me bacon shots. I thought that was the best thing in the world.
Shots of bacon
grease? Shots of bacon. No. Not bacon grease. Like, they chopped up little bacon. Like, they had bacon, chopped it up, and then put it in a cup. So you're not, like taking strips of bacon away. Like, it's just little
bacon bits.
Little bacon. They made their own bacon bits. It's amazing. Hello.
Marathon 07. Do you have concerns about the Highline fire affecting your races in the Mogan area?
Oh.
I mean, of course.
It is, yeah.
The area that is burning, I think, burned once before in 1990. So it's reminiscent of the Dude Fire, which actually a few people died in, which kind of sucks. Yeah. Well, it really sucks, obviously. But yeah, I mean, we're monitoring the situation for sure. There's not a lot we can't really do anything, so I'm not losing sleep over it.
But it is affecting parts of the course.
They've already closed about half of the course through the end of July because of the concerns, even above the rim. They've just closed the forest off. So we're just going to have to see how that plays out, see if it affects our course in any way. I mean, we're going to hopefully, if we have to go out there and help in any way, we will gladly do so. But there is going to be some additional erosion concerns probably for quite a while to come. But I mean, the area's burned before, and the Zane Grey even happened, I think, the next year every time. So fires happen, and things recover from it. So we're just going to have to, hopefully they can get this thing under control, and then we can see where we go from there. And yeah, we're just kind of watching like everyone else is, and hoping the best for the firefighters and hoping the best for the communities
for sure
that are out there. Hopefully no homes are lost or anything like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, right now they're trying to contain it within the north of the Highline Trail, west of the Myrtle Trail, and south of Forest Road 300 up on the rim. And I don't know if it's jumped those lines yet or not, but we'll just have to see. So it's definitely a concern, and I know Joe from Zane Grey 50 is also following that really closely right now, since it's really heating up this weekend too. So it's drying out.
It's really dry,
and it's been windy. So those are all like perfectly bad.
Sandra Weimer, Bobby Gibb ran the first marathon as a bandit. Catherine Schweitzer is also the one who registered. So, in that marathon that we were saying.
Yeah, and I think that I would say those are okay. So there was a bandited runner apparently.
Yeah, I guess.
And I think like that's obviously like initiating like a social change, and maybe like, and I think that we can respect that, but that's not an issue today. I don't know that you need to make a statement by banditing a race in this day and age.
No, by no means.
I think you can register and make a statement. Something like that.
Emily Willamine, she shouldn't get a PR, but not losing sleep over it. She should get banned when caught.
Yeah.
I think it's sound. So it should. Yeah. For sure. Annalisa says, what's your favorite trail to run and why?
Oh man, there's so many trails. The Hard Rock course.
Yeah?
That's a trail. That's a lot of trails.
It's a lot of trails.
Man, what's a good one? I don't know. The trail above Island Lake is awesome.
Yeah.
The Grand Canyon is awesome, although like everyone runs there now.
Yeah.
I don't know what else. I need to run more. Just kidding.
And Marisa Jenkins says, if you're going to be playing games on the show, you need to try Pass the Pigs.
Brandy sent me a text of that.
Okay.
Really?
Coming soon. Pass the
Pass
Pigs.
the Pigs. I've actually done this, and it is hilarious. Oh, it's so fun. Okay. Aaron Sarkar says, I'm interested in a 24-hour race. Heard from Zach Bitter that you guys put on a nice one. Is it an invited one, or how should I get in? Probably talking about Desert Solstice.
Yeah, so Desert Solstice is an invite only, and it's catered towards like elite runners looking to set records, looking to make the U.S. team or whatever country they're from team. It's for top performances. It's on a track. We do have a few other fixed time events. So we have across the years. We also have a couple at Nardini Manor. The Hotfoot Hamster just took place, a 24-hour race at on a 500-meter loop. And then we have the Jackrabbit Jubilee in September, which is a 12-hour.
12-hour race, yeah.
Also have Silverton multi-day. It's not really going to be good for setting records, though.
Nope.
It's at 9,000 feet.
And it's a lot of climbing, for sure.
So, yeah. If you want to check out specifically the qualifications for Desert Solstice, because we do have some qualifiers, just go check that out on our website, and you can apply for this year.
Cool. Sandra Weimer. One of the issues people are having with Kelly is that she took photos of hot guys and posted them without their knowledge. If a man had done that, everyone would be upset. Why would a double standard be okay? Makes sense.
Yeah, like if I like ran a half marathon, and like every mile I took a picture with a hot chick, or hot girl, hot woman, whatever.
No, okay, so was it like a selfie with them like not knowing that they're being photographed, or was it, hey Jam, come and take a selfie with me?
Well, I think,
and then I'm gonna post it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what she did exactly, but I could see how that there could be a double standard. Like if a man did that, people would probably be up in arms. But people are up in arms about her as well, so. But apparently it did work for getting her publicity.
True. Christoph 40 says, that's so true. Sparkling water is the best.
It's the best.
Tamara Anderson says, are you Jam Jam or Jamil? Please specify. Ooh, cancel.
Block. No. I am both. I don't know. I don't know if I should answer that seriously or...
You're Jam, and then Jam.
Multiple personality disorder.
Oh, gosh. I don't know what I'm dealing with here. Jeffrey Zanger, what are your thoughts on using saunas for heat training versus getting out in the active? Active in the middle of the day. Do you find heat training helps sea level runners at altitude?
Okay, a lot of questions there. Yeah. Okay, use what you got. I mean, here you can just go out at noon and get your heat training in because
it's 100 degrees at 11 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
So, but if you live in like Canada or Sweden, get your ass in the sauna. I mean, you're just not going to get the same effect anywhere else. I've been watching Elov Olsen on his Instagram stories, and he's like in the sauna, and then he'll like jump out real quick, and he'll like do like a barbell lift, and then he'll go right back in the sauna, or he'll be doing like these stair climbers in the sauna, like up and down the little thing. So he's like actually trying to actively work out in the heat.
In the heat, yeah.
So that, I mean, it's just important. It's important not just to spend time there, but also to be exerting in the heat as well, because that will be like at Western States and the canyons, they're going to be exerting themselves in the heat, not just sitting on a bench with like a towel over them.
And then the second part of that question, do you find heat training helps sea level runners at altitude?
Yeah, so I mean, heat and altitude, just like speed and hills, like they're stressors on the body and they can get you in better shape. So like I think it's not going to be a perfect substitute for altitude training. It's not going to give you all those physiological benefits like increasing your red blood cell count, that you get from going up to altitude over the course of a couple weeks, and then your body's producing more of that.
Yeah.
Like you're not going to get that. But you are going to stress your body in a way, just like if you are just fitter in general, you're probably going to feel better at altitude than if you were just more sedentary.
Mm-hmm. Christopher Thomas said she could always open a GoFundMe. By the way, Michael crushed the San Diego 100. We had Michael Carson out at San Diego 100. He was amazing, second overall.
Yeah, Michael killed it. Addressing that, I think he's talking about the girl that bandited the races.
Yeah.
I don't know that she was ever hurting for money to enter these races. I think I don't know what she was thinking actually. But maybe she was, and maybe that's why she did it.
Yeah.
But I think at some point, I mean, she's not in that position now. Like, she could probably gain entry to any race she wants to just because she's an influencer.
She's sponsored. Yeah. For sure. Tamara Anderson says, April Fools, did you really buy the Barkley race?
I can't believe this is still out there. You should go look at the date of that article because it was posted on April 1st. So,
yeah. Sandra Weimer specifies they did not know that they were getting their picture taken, so she just was taking selfies of hot guys. Probably they were unknowing.
And I don't know that they're the ones that are upset. I think it's just the idea of it in general.
I'm just
do you think the guys themselves are like pissed that she posted a picture of them?
I don't know.
I
can't imagine, but
I can't imagine that they would.
But
like,
maybe
because
like
they feel like if someone comes up and be like, "I'm going to take a
anybody.
selfie with you," you kind of know. Like if you're like, "Oh no," or like, "Hey, don't post that," like you kind of.
Or maybe is it just like in general anybody who's in a photo, unknowingly.
I feel like if you see a photo of you being
media.
taken, then you can say something about it. But if they didn't know it was being taken, that's kind of messed up.
Danny says, you are the jam. The jam.
Okay, Marie said maybe shedding some more light on the situation. It wasn't that she didn't have the money, needing a GoFundMe. She was offered comp entries to promote their race and turned it down. Why? Why would you do this? This girl's digging herself a hole, but she is getting a lot of media attention right now, so maybe it's all working. Mark Cosmos, he just joined. What's up?
What's up, Mark?
What's up, I Run? Jam, I was so intrigued that you went to Barkley on your own. Will you do that again or have more crew? Is this just how you roll? I am Rosa, by the way, as Insta, my name is weird. Hey, Rosa. I went with no crew because I wasn't like super prepared and I didn't want to spend more money to bring people, and also I just wanted to keep it low key. So if I am fully prepared next year, I would like to bring a crew because it will help me a lot. I was watching the video last night actually of me, and I was like, oh my God. I was like, get back out on the loop. Like I was just sitting around taking forever. I'm like, get your ass back out there. You don't have time to be sitting for like 15 to 20 minutes in between each loop.
Yeah.
You really don't, because that adds up. If you do that every loop, you wasted an hour or an hour and a half. You just burned through it, not making any forward progress. What up, Mark? Missed you the other day in your store. I brought Taggart by, and he terrorized your location. Sorry if you're missing a bunch of recovery balls. He was throwing them all over the store.
Oh my.
Spearcater, would you buy the Barkley if you could, or is there no Barkley without Laz? I would not buy the Barkley. I don't think there's a Barkley without Laz. That's my personal take.
Nice.
So, Mike Harris, what day are you heading to Western next week? We have to be there by Thursday morning.
Yeah.
Have legs will travel 9 days out from Western. Favorites to beat Jim and Casey. I want Jim to win.
For sure.
If someone were to
He's
beat
worked
him,
so hard.
If someone were to beat Jim, I would want it to be Eli Olsen. Casey, I wouldn't mind if Casey won again. She's super nice and amazing. If someone were to beat her, I think it would be interesting, and it's going out on our Outhouse show today. Camille Herron, I think, would be an interesting one. I'm impressed by. I don't know. I like her racing style. To me, it just seems like kind of like crazy and like she just goes like out of her mind. Mm-hmm. And I know what racing like that is because I've done it before, where I've just like run so fast and crazy out of my mind, and I just feel like she's got that little like it factor. I don't know what it is, but I kind of like it.
All right.
And she's hilarious in her post interviews when she's like drinking beers. Like it's really funny, I think. But
nice.
And I don't know, like it'd be kind of historic because I mean she's really talented, really fast. She just won Comrades, and Ann Trayson won Comrades in Western. I think it'd be cool for someone to repeat that because It's been like 20 years since that happened. So we'll just see. Oh God, snap reaction. This is Skylar. Snap reaction to the Nick Simmons vlog. Feel like you're starting the trend of running training vlogs that also show day-to-day work. Thank you very much. I feel like, I don't know. I mean, I do feel like I was one of the first trail ultra guys to do vlogging like over a year ago. I don't know that there was anyone else doing it exactly like that. Ginger Runner was doing his videos. Mm-hmm. Billy Yang's doing his films about other people. Sage was doing all kinds of things, but not exactly like a vlog.
Right.
Like a Casey Neistat vlog style, but obviously it's popping up everywhere now. Snap reaction, I don't know. I think it's cool that other people are giving it a go. I think it's really insightful to see what goes on behind people's lives. And I like it when people like the more realness. That's what I try and do. I try to be authentic with my videos, show how I'm really feeling. It's not all rosy all the time. I thought my snap reaction, I thought it was funny when he was like getting ready for his run and he like pops a pack of he's like tying his shoes and then he like pops the gum in his mouth because he's the founder of Run Gum, which is like caffeinated gum. I just think it's kind of funny because to me it's awkward because I never think like I'm getting ready for my run and I'm like, oh, I gotta grab my gum real quick, you know? Like it seems kind of weird. But maybe people run and chew gum, but I don't. I don't even chew gum.
I think there are people who like, I mean, my brother runs with like Jolly Ranchers. So there's,
But gum, like.
I don't know.
I don't know. Pop a Trident or like
I've tried the Run Gum. Like yeah.
I would try Run Gum if
I feel like I'm going to trip and like choke on it or something. I don't know.
But the other thing I will say about the vlogging is I feel like there's a lot of people doing it now.
Yep.
So I got to ratchet it up.
Oh yeah.
Go up a couple notches. This guy, gotta get my back over here. Yeah, but Nick Simmons. If I had to say, I thought it was funny that the first video he posted on his YouTube channel was him trying to fly his drone. It was really. He was like in a parking lot, and he uploaded like a 30-second raw footage clip of just a drone shot.
Yeah.
And it was like funny because it's like, dude, like it's cool you flew your drone, but like you don't need to put it on YouTube.
Oh God.
Like you could just keep that on your file on your computer, and like, but I'm sure.
I mean, it's pretty authentic. That I mean,
I'm sure they will get better. Jubes is the coolest. Awesome shirt. Gurf Perk. Gary Robbins could inherit the Barkley. I think he would be mad enough one day to run it. He's got the beard for it for sure. Also from Gurf Perk. Everyone doing their vlogs. Also different. I mean, look at Mako and his karaoke skills. Haha. Yeah, it's pretty funny stuff. And it's cool to see the different styles popping up. I do dig that for sure. Trying to think of everyone doing it right now. We've got Mako did a few, and then now he's on a hiatus for Western States, which is probably smart. Avery Collins has some stuff coming out, which I think a buddy of his is editing those for him. Both Billy and Ethan are both doing some vlogging now. Yep. They've got some little episodes. Billy Yang has From the Window Seat, and he's done about 6, and Ginger, or Ethan, whatever you want to call him, Ethan has done about 20 of them now.
Okay.
They started out following his journey of showing off his Western States film about Brian Morrison, and then now it is following his move from Los Angeles to Seattle, and that's been cool to see the behind the scenes of that stuff.
Nice.
And then I know there's a whole number of like lesser well-known runners that are starting to film their experiences. And I'll give a quick shout out to the Run Films Connect Facebook group that was started by Tom Tranto, I think. And there's like a community of people on Facebook there that are like, if you are interested in making videos about your running, like you can go there and get some support and tips and share your videos with people. So check it out.
Nice.
Marathon 07. I hike and run with gum, but I'm afraid of choking someday. I would never run with Jolly Ranchers. I don't know. I run and eat all the time, so I'm probably just as bad. But
yeah. Lori Hall says, watching you while on vacay. She's poolside. That's awesome. Jamil, would you come to the Baldy Marathon sometime? I don't think anyone's completed the 100-mile in the event yet.
I think I was invited to that. Number one, my heart's with the Barkley. I know there's some kind of inspired events, but I'm going to stick to the Barkley for now. I also think we have a lot of events going on in the fall, so I will check it out, though, at some point.
And then Andrew DeLugo says, regarding the vlogging trends, how important do you think athlete transparency is in the sport, especially with its increasing popularity?
I think it just depends on who you are as an athlete. I think some people like to be more private, or they don't want that to share their lives on camera, I guess. So I think it's cool when it's intriguing when you do get to see them being more transparent or real, or just it feels like they're talking to you, as a viewer. I like that. I think it'd be fun to see some more of those type of things. Like I think it'd be fun to I'd love to create some series like that. But anyways, it'd be fun to see some more of them, I think, pop up. See what people do. And
then Christoph Forty says, if it interests you, there's a really good Spanish vlog about different endurance sports and challenges all over the world. Valenti San Juan has several YouTube channels and a docu of his projects these last years.
Cool.
It's pretty cool.
Check it out.
Cool.
So we had a few questions from our YouTube comments. So again, those of you watching on YouTube or listening to this podcast, and you can't tune in live because you're working, as you should be. No. As many of you are, I know. You can leave a comment below in the YouTube video, and we'll answer those. So Justin D wrote last week, "Hey, I just started running this year. I did a 25K last month and loved it. My goal long term is to run 100 milers someday. What's your best piece of advice for someone like me, and how long do you think it'll take me to get to that level? Love all your videos."
Cool.
Thank you.
Nice.
Just started running this year. Did 25K last month. I would say maybe by next week. No, by 2018, you'll probably be ready for a 100 miler. Don't rush into it. But you definitely could probably get up to and run a 50 miler by the end of the year, I would say. I think that's doable. You could probably do a 50K maybe by the fall or late summer. You know, I think I don't know if you have a training program or a coach, but if you're just getting into it, I would say it's easy to get too excited. And the worst thing is to go overboard and injure yourself. I actually can think of some people in our running group that trained up, ran their first 100 at San Diego 100 a couple years ago and got pretty injured after. And they're still not back to that level, which is like you're enthused, you're excited. You see that it almost looks like everyone else is like doing insane miles. You look up on Strava and it can become like you can feel inadequate, or like there's this, oh my God, Jim Walmsley's did another 140-mile week, or Chris Mocco did another 30-mile day. Like, this is crazy. I should be doing more. But you don't see the like 10 to 15 years of running that took them to get to this point. Yeah. So like know where you're at and be okay with that process and just enjoy it, you know? Like, you have so much enthusiasm right now. You're like, you loved it and you're excited. Just take it one step at a time and like enjoy the journey. Let's see, we got some more here. I'm trying to find the questions. Marisol, great episode as always. Thank you for answering my question. Question for Jubes. I saw a posting in Facebook of you singing at Born to Run. It was very short. Will you sing for all of us?
Maybe someday.
Do you have like a little riff?
Right now?
Yeah.
No.
Sing to me.
What?
Sing something.
No, I'm not prepared to do things. I get actually like terribly stage fright-y.
What?
Seriously.
That's shocking.
No, it shouldn't. What? No, serious. But when it comes to singing, like, I get very, very nervous.
Can I get you to join my rap video?
Probably, because it's gonna be lit.
It's gonna be like it's lit. It's gonna be lit.
That's the thing. Like, it's only like a couple of people involved, so it's okay. Or it's
there's
like,
just a couple people involved. There's me and there's Enzo here.
But that's not true. That's not. There's a whole bunch of people
involved.
But
you were really good, like off the charts.
Not off the charts, but I'm okay.
All right, we are. Yeah, rap video. Run steep, get high versus run flat, stay low. Okay, I'm calling you out, Skylar. We're coming for you. Run steep crew's here. See, she's rocking it.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. He is so. Skylar is so against this idea. It's hilarious to me. I don't get it. Like,
oh, come on, Skylar.
Are you embarrassed that I might rap and like it's just going to be embarrassing for you, or what? Or I might embarrass myself because I don't care about that.
You're gonna
obviously
kill it.
I'll do it.
Yeah,
I'll do anything. That's right. We're gonna put it out there and we're gonna call this guy out, and we'll see if he responds. He may not.
Shimon, Skylar. Shimon.
Oh man, I'm gonna get burned so bad on this. It's gonna be awesome. He is gonna destroy me.
It's gonna be great.
He's gonna destroy me.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like Andy Samberg and be embarrassing as hell. Okay, Marisol. So Jubilee is not gonna sing for us right now.
Not right
That's
now,
cool.
but I mean, eventually, maybe I'll bring in my ukulele and I'll do something. Okay, go. Moving on.
Also, I have another question for you, Jam Jam. What do you suggest for blister prevention? Yeah, I think we've had this before. There's friction that happens in your feet. I don't get blisters really. Actually, I just got some. I don't get them, but I
got some just currently.
I think squirrel's nut butter.
Yes.
Or body glide around there. Something.
Squirrel's nut butter, man. Put that on your toes in the little crevices and cracks, and then just all of it. It helps.
Cool in Olympia. How's your poison plant legs and feet? Good.
Solid.
How much water would you have brought to that long day's run hike with your friend looking back? Talking about our adventure from like last week where we did 35 miles in the desert. I carried almost a gallon. It would have been nice to have another 2 liters probably. We would have been a lot better off, but that's already a lot of weight, you know? Are you running with more water now, especially since it's summer and hot in Arizona? Absolutely. I am, but I'm also heading to Colorado soon, so I don't have to carry anything because I can just drink from the snow melt.
True.
My favorite water setup, I personally like the Solomon vest with the collapsible water bottles. And then like on that one, I had like other water bottles just stashed like everywhere. What hiking app do you use? That Unleashed 82 is asking about that, probably also referring to... I actually use... I like this one called Trail Forks, although it is a mountain biking app, so it doesn't have trails that are in wilderness areas. But check it out. It's awesome. You can use it on airplane mode. It's really good stuff. My favorite app, one that I like even better than that, but it doesn't have a lot of trails on it, is the Arizona Trail app. It is an incredible tool and resource. So if you are in Arizona, they also make them, the same people that make that app make like the Long Trail and the Appalachian Trail and all these other ones. But it's like really, really cool app. It downloads the whole map onto your phone. You can use it in airplane mode. It pinpoints where you are versus the trail. So if you want to check out Arizona Trail, you can just download this app. It's like $10 and you can find out like where all the water sources are at, where all the trailheads are at. It's really, really cool. Kyler Newton. Hey guys, I was wondering if either of you have had any experience with the Moab Red Hot 55K. This is the race I'm considering right now for my first ultra. If you haven't ran it, what races would you suggest? I would recommend running the Black Canyon 60K here in Arizona. That's one of our races. I think it's an incredible point-to-point race, super fun, great atmosphere. That's what I would recommend. I'm just going to promote our own race because I think it's amazing.
Agreed.
Come and visit us. Tune in next time as we troll Skylar some more with our fake rap battle. And maybe Jubes will sing.
Maybe I'll, yeah.
In fact, if you want Jubes to sing, tweet her at Happy Jubilee.
Or at Jamil Curry. And
if you don't want to hear me rap, tweet at Jamil Curry. I don't know if I can, but
we have rap chat. You can
We're
practice.
going to troll Skylar because he trolled me.
Yeah, Skylar.
I don't know. Thanks for watching, guys. We will be back every week. And
next week, we'll be in Squaw.
You can catch this show live. We don't know when it will happen.
Who knows?
If you want to follow us on Instagram and on Facebook, you can see when those notifications go out.
Yep.
And you can be sure to tune in. You can also, again, leave your comments below this episode. We will answer them in next week's show, so you can keep tuning in. It's just like we got you hooked in, and we're just going to keep reeling you back. Keep watching. If you want to support this show, come run one of our races.
Yes, please. I like high fives.
There's no Patreon, but come run a race and come meet us and come hang out with us.
Please.
That is our call to action for you. We have all sorts of events for you. Is that enough plugging?
Sure.
Cool.
We'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.